Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 10, Chapter 32, Reconditioning Man, Part 2 of 2. Promoting inquiry into 4 basic problems. The Sathya Sai organization is established to translate the principles of love and non-violence into daily practice. It has also to promote inquiry into 4 basic problems. 1. The body. What is it? Deham. 2. The body. I am not it. Naham. 3. Then, who am I? Koham. And 4. Well, I am that. Soham. First, the body considers what it does, whether it really benefits us. There is the story of a man who came upon human feces walking along a path. He stepped aside disgusted, but the feces was enraged. It called him an ungrateful traitor. I was just a sweet, juicy, fragrant fruit yesterday. I gave you strength and sustenance. I sacrificed my strength and beauty and my very existence for your benefit. In return, you have reduced me into this foulness and, adding insult to injury, you are turning away in revulsion. It is I who ought to turn away from you in disgust. Contact with you has brought this disgrace on me. The man listened and wondered why he was all that nasty. This led him into an inquiry about the nature of the body he was in. We say, my hand, my book, my mind, my act, my thought, because there is an I that owns all these, that uses all these as its instruments. But who is this I? Like the current which activates and operates the machine, with all its nuts, bolts, wheels, and belts. The I activates the inert body and its components, inner and outer. We have a microphone here before me, and there is a wire which is fixed in it. But even if the microphone is of the latest model and the wire is of the best quality, if there is no current coming through, my voice cannot reach you. In the body too, there should be this I, this divine power prompting and performing the hand, the eye, the mind. Desire liberation from the seesaw of duality. You must carry on the activities of your unit in the faith that a divine will is the basic motive power of all you plan and do. Who are you? You are that divine will that gives you life, vigor, will, and wisdom. Realizing this is the goal of life. It means an end to ignorance, delusion, maya. The sages have laid down 4 goals for man on earth: dharma, righteousness; artha, wealth; kama, desire; and moksha, liberation. That is to say, man must earn wealth through righteous means and desire above all for liberation from the seesaw of duality. Liberation is the goal that must dominate all the activities of life. The rest of the 3 have to be subordinate. If you need flowers from a tree or its fruits, you do not water the boughs and twigs where the leaves, buds, and shoots are. You feed the roots. So too, when you seek the last of the 4, moksha, liberation, foster dharma, righteousness, That will sanctify your artha and purify your karma and win for you the moksha you strive for. Develop dharma and let it saturate your efforts to win wealth and comfort. Every worker in this organization must rid himself of the idea of separateness or distinction between one person and another on the basis of caste or creed, poverty or richness. He must always be eager to share the sorrows and, what is more difficult, the joys of others. Only the power of the Atma can save the world. My desire is that whenever any slight misunderstanding arises among you, you must set it right among yourselves, exercising love and tolerance. You should not plunge into a passion over it and let things blaze into a quarrel or a factional split. Recognize that you are engaged in the exercise of widening your hearts, of reaching the feet of the Lord through the expression of love. Unless you cultivate love, tolerance, humility, faith, and reverence, how is it possible for you to realize God? At the present time, when we see all over the country confusion, fear, and anxiety, each worker in each one must contribute his share of cool, calm love to suppress the anger and fury. No governmental authority can suppress it as effectively and as quickly as you can by love and brotherliness. The world can be saved only by the power of the Atma inherent in everyone. This has to be tapped by individual sadhana and by the grace of God, which can be won only through love, purity, and service. If these two are absent, pralaya, devastation is certain, it is inevitable. Love is the scarcest article today. There is no love in the home, between father and son, between husband and wife, between brother and brother. Is love to be scarce between member and member in other units too? No, you have to prove by your conduct and attitude that love, based on the realization of the one Atma, which is in all, can cure the problems of the world. Living has become very artificial. Men are moving in blind fear, not knowing what might happen to them at the next step. Prepare yourselves to be lamps to guide them aright. Become embodiments of love. Be lamps of love. That contains all. Then there is no need for japam or tapas. Love, loving service of others, who are forms assumed by the divine, will provide you the grace of God. Therefore, resolve today to enshrine love in your heart, to cultivate it. Make it universal, free from selfish desire. Become Prema Swarupa, embodiments of love. I am not interested or elated when this or that district claims to have a large number of units of this organization than the other one. I am interested in the work, in the loving heart, in the selfless service. There are units that exist only in name. There are others that function in ways quite contrary to our purpose and ideals. Instead of allowing these to continue, it is best they are wound up immediately. Better to have 2 or 3 that function well than hundreds that function badly or not at all. 2 ounces of cow's milk is preferable to a potful of donkey's milk. If units are started, or if they are functioning only with the idea of helping the office bearers to attend these conferences, if the members have no faith or devotion, if they do not make constant effort to realize the ideal of the organization, then it is necessary to wind them up. If we allow them to continue, they will create in the organization the confusion we find in the political scene. Consider well the qualities you have to retain, the qualities you have to discard, and act this very day to give up the undesirable and cultivate the desirable. Look forward, recondition yourselves, and march on. End of part 2 of 2. All India Conference, Prashanti Nilayam, November 20th, 1970.